So, if you guys have seen the last one of Nekovaile's IE review, we're back at it again. It's been a couple weeks of progress, so let's see where Neko is at. We're just looking for some easy next progress in order to continue with the account. So let's go take a look at this, see where Neko's at, and work accordingly. So, start off, Neko, let's put that down there. Let's look for some easiest goals. Of course, 473, 350. I mean, your account is pretty juiced out. Pretty high level account. You're still looking at Void, okay. Cheezor, Magma, good. Okay, you're starting to work towards Troll, Magma, Void, Cheezor, Void. Okay, so all around you got the Void looking good. Yeah, all right. So then you're just working from your Void. Good. I like how you're taking the advice. Love to see it. A nice easiest goal right off the bat that I see is work on Splicers. Splicers is a super good way to get a ton of base stats. It's a huge stat stick. So getting tier 4 Splicers on everybody is definitely a goal that you want to hit. I see you're getting most of your characters to luster weapons. That's fantastic. I would say maybe even tier 3 if you can. Tier 4 would be ideal, but tier 3 is also a good one to do. How's your statue farming looking? Statues are looking not bad. I think, honestly, you could probably do a little bit more. No, actually, I would say all around your statues are fine. We don't need to worry too much about your statues there. Post office looking great. Fantastic. How's your stamps? You're about 7,300. That's looking good. Okay, well, since you're at your current level right now, let's try to work for 8K stamps. Work towards 8K stamps is going to be huge for you. And if you want a little tip for 8K stamps, because you want to get the stamp mastery going for the 80% guaranteed 95%, you want a really good one, level up quest stamp. I'm not even joking. Not even joking with you, dude. Level up quest stamp. It is some of the easiest stamp levels to get in the game. 110%. Take care of that. Get that done. You can easily get it to like 187 or 120 for like 187k. So if you spend like 10 mil on the question stamp, you're going to be like easy, like 200-ish. Like probably like 150, maybe 160. So that's easy gains right there. I mean, the card stamp's pretty high level. Biblio stamp, you could do a little bit more. I mean, other stuff is getting pretty expensive. Mason jar is pretty expensive. Gold, if a really good goal for you to do as well is so level question stamp. Why do I need total stamp level? It's so if you guys don't know, total stamp level is for stamp mastery when you're in the Rift. So once you unlock the quest stamp, or sorry, the stamp mastery in Rift, it will, based on your maximum stamp level, will give you a percentage to get a free 95% stamp reduction. So you want to make sure to get that huge. So level quest stamp, and at the same time, take some time with your Divine Knight and farm golden nomwages. Golden nomwages at board beans. You want to start working, getting your total food effect up, and then you can use all your 95% stamps on the golden apple stamp to get that going and get that rolling. This is huge stamp. Do not sleep on this. Definitely work towards that. Absolutely. I mean, you also have like some for like Dementia Sword for the next 10 levels. It's only 2.22 mil. Update ID for my last 3 days of progress. Oh, this is slightly outdated. I mean, that's fine. I mean, basically, still, regardless, I mean, we can still work with what we got here. How's the alchemy bubbles looking? I see you're working on Warrior's Rule, Hardy Diggy, getting that going. I Dream in the Ironfish, multi-orange. I would suggest a big one. Use all atoms to get 85% on log prints. You want to work on getting your Hocus Chopus up, getting that done. This is already good. This is at 2.7. Working on getting Hocus Chopus up, multi-logo, so you get 300% multi-log chance. LeBrain tools, getting that up to 85%. You also want to work on Severe Purple, which is 170 at 80%, and Tree Sleeper, like I said before. I think it's about 227 to get this up to 85%. This is what you should be using your atoms towards. If you don't have the atoms unlocked yet, you can go ahead and use them. And for the people that don't know, in order to get an extra little atom, if you take off in the lab, if you take off the vial doubler, it will actually increase the price of your material cost. So if you level up your bubbles cheaply on a mage character, and then once you think you're close enough, you can actually swap onto a warrior, take off the lab buff for the vial, and you'll be as pinchy much closer to be able to get to that 100 mil, so you can start atomizing that. That is like the biggest thing that I use for when I atom bubbles is 100% super huge. So you want to abuse that as much as you can. So definitely work on towards that. And then after you're done that, you want to work towards 85% for copper ore. Those are going to be your two big ones, your two massive ones that you're 100% going to want to work on towards, because you want to start hyper gigging your absolute crap out of your atoms. Because then that way, while you're doing that, you can also just be super juiced out on hair, getting ×6 prints while having them in the lab, and you're going to be swimming in atoms. 85% is not cap, but 85% is one of the easiest things to get to. So I'll show you guys quickly here. If we go to this, and we go to my bookmarks, and we go down to the copy of the wheel gains. So this right here, for people on YouTube that also don't know, this is in my Discord, in the IdleOn index Discord, or IdleOn index in the Discord. This is to show all the bubbles. Shout outs to who made this sheet. If you put the total gains at 85%, it will show you what the 85% of the capacity that it requires to level for the bubble. So for instance, in order to get 2.7, it would take 284. 340, if you want to get XP up, 567 for Hocus Chopus. You want to work towards getting these up to 85% capacity, especially for your skilling prints. Once you get your skilling prints to 85%, then you can work towards getting your other stuff to 85%. So you have a sort of an all completion rather than like, you know, a little bit good here and there, right? And some bubbles are linear. And if you guys don't know what linear means it will just upgrade the same amount no matter what. It is impossible to max out the bubble. So that is something that you can use. You can find that in the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. Anyways, moving on. So mushroom soup, you know, you can get that to 13 pretty easily. I see that you're starting to work on getting everything to level 13. Yeah, linear means no diminishing returns either. No diminishing returns. It's the exact same every single time. So a linear bubble would be like hammer, call me Bob, the base damage bubbles. Also the grind time is another one, I think. Yeah, grind time's also a linear bubble, I believe. And it just basically means it increases by the same increment every time. So that's something that you definitely want to work towards. Getting those, being able to atomize your log bubbles and your ore bubbles. And then that will also help out with your fishing as well. Your fishing will get done. But also, what I also notice on you as well, Nico, is you have some bubbles that aren't at 300%. So you want to make sure that all resource bubbles are with star signs and everything are getting you 300%. 300% is going to be massive for you no matter what. It seems like your multi-logo might be just a smidge too low. So that's definitely something you want to be working on. I think your Wyoming blood is fine. I think your bug squared might be a little low, and your sploosh might be a little low. So definitely working towards that as well. Also, if you can, I would probably suggest getting 400 on cranium. At a minimum 400 on cranium cooking. 400 minimum on cranium cooking will help you greatly. Okay, let's take a quick look. I mean, all this stuff is looking good. Salt lick is looking fine. I mean, your 3D printers, yeah, see right here. See, like you have 594.4 million baseline on your oak logs here. Let's zoom in on here. And then you're also running hair, right? So it's giving you 516 mil, which is good. But if you take the time to get 85%, that's when you're going to start seeing 400 million prints. 400 million prints, and you're gonna be giga juiced. You know, the way I did it was I ran when I did my print day after I had my 85% bubbles and worked on talent books. Talent books is huge, by the way. You definitely want to work on talent books. Yeah, 350 cranium cooking would work too. 350 to 400, either or is fine. You want to work towards those, because ends up what's happening is what I did is once I got all my bubbles to 85% for that specific skill, and then all my talents were at like 220, 245 on all the ones that mattered. Once I did the print, and of course using Mana Snapshot and running everybody on Goat and the 3 characters that I did for logging on Snake, I ended up getting 400 million baseline oak log print, which is super massive. And actually, believe it or not, it is not hard to do either. It is very easy to get 85%, especially if you can atom stuff. And that will giga juice your atoms. I guarantee you, it will give you a massive boost. Let's take a look at the Death Note here. Death Note's looking pretty good, not too bad. I mean, you got everything at there. I mean, if you want to take the time, you can start working on your Death Note, but I mean, it will just come with time. Blurple Skulls, I mean, that's fine for now. Eventually getting to the 100 million. I don't think that's necessarily something you need to prioritize right away. I'd rather you prioritize on your skilling first. Getting your skilling up is going to be ideal. What is your... Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Your multi-tool stamp. Your multi-tool stamp is only level 60. You could get this so big. So insane. This is actually so good for you. Quest stamp. Gold food effect. A lot in the last 3 days. Okay, well, I don't know that. So we're just gonna put that as upgraded multi-tool just because, you know, it's a couple days behind. But yeah, that's a huge one for increase. And then how's your Divinity looking? Okay, your Divinity is looking great. I see you're running Snake for your Blood Berserker for extra ladles. You're running Hair for your Prince. Omni, okay. You're probably where are you in sailing anyways? Sailing, artifacts, islands. Okay, yeah, you're getting pretty close to being good. Okay, so yeah, you could still run Permeep. Permeep is still important for you. But you will get to a point where you're not going to need to run Permeep anymore. Permeep becomes, you know, an extra Omni or an extra Hair. But I mean, all around, you're running everything that seems to be pretty good for that regards by a decent margin, I would say. But I would say all around, just looking at your account, I would say we're probably good to stop there. So, just to recap, work on towards getting tier 4 splicers, work on getting to the 8K stamps. Because if you hit 8K stamps, that means the stamp mastery will get you up to an 80% chance for a 95% stamp reduction. Level quest stamp for easy amount, gold food effect, multi-tool. I know you said you did that, but I'm going to say it anyways. DK farm golden non-widgets at Bored Beans. This is good for statues. Also, this is massive for you in order to get, you know, more gold food effect stamp. Also going to be big if you run like Midas or something like that. Definitely going to help out. And I would say hard farm all your atoms, get 85% log prints. Once you're done that, make sure to do 85% on copper ore for all resource, and then getting all resource bubbles, multi-bubble chance to 300%. That's including star signs and everything like that. And getting about 350 to 400 cranium is going to be overall massive for you. And the one thing I want to check here is what level is the Call Me Bob. Yeah, same thing as before. Level up Call Me Bob to 500. This is going to help out with your construction, which will help out overall with your build rate. So that's what I would suggest for you, Nico. And that's where we're going to stop it there. So that's something, those are easy enough. There's something to work towards, and you'll be able to get it going. Perfect. Excellent. All right.